Hi, welcome to Bakersfield College. Today I'm going to build a project schedule, also known as a Gantt chart, and I'm going to do it using Microsoft Excel. So I'm not going to use any fancy software. I'm not going to use any plugins or additions. I'm just going to start with a complete blank Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. All right. And I guess what I'm going to do is first I'm going to take a very simplistic approach, and I'm going to show you some pitfalls to doing that. And then I'm going to make it a little more sophisticated so I can produce a little bit nicer chart. So let's take a look at my project. I've started entering some information on my project here. And the project is a gazebo for Paul's backyard. I only have maybe 8 different items. So it's a real basic project, but that's a good enough way to start. And what I did is I put in what I think are going to be the start dates. I'm not really sure if I got those right or not. I put in how long, how many work days or weekdays that these durations will take. So permits is 20 days, that's 20 business days, so 4 weeks. And you notice here I entered dates not quite the same. I used 2 different formats. So that's looking kind of messy. I guess before I begin, I want to just clean this up a bit. I'm going to go to my title and I'll make that bold and make it a little bit bigger. I'll make these guys bold. And to format all this, and if I add more tasks, I want to have them formatted the same too. I'm going to select this whole column, right click on it, go to Format Cells, and I'll pick Date, and I guess this one will do. Okay, so now all my dates are formatted the same. Now I need a timeline up here for my work weeks. My project starts on May 3rd, so I'm going to put 5/3/2021. And the next week would be, let me just check, make sure I get it right. The next Monday is May 10th. So I'm going to type in 5/10/2021. And now if I select these 2 guys and drag them over, it's going to add in the Mondays. If I didn't use 2 and just dragged it over, then it's going to go May 4th, May 5th, May 6th, and I don't want to do that. Control Z. So here's each Monday, and it's not quite wide enough, so I'll just highlight everything, double click, and there I've got all my weeks. So now to do a real basic Gantt chart, I could just highlight the weeks and color them in. So there's that week, and this guy starts on the 10th, takes 4 weeks, and order materials also starts on the 10th. That takes 4 weeks, or 2 weeks I should say. This starts June 7th and takes 7 weeks. So I'll go, oops, undo that. And so now here's June 7th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm running out of room. So what I'm going to do is I'll grab a couple of these and I'll extend my project out a little further. And now I'm going to highlight all of these columns, and I'm just going to drag them all smaller. So that put all my chart on the same page, but as you can see, I can't see my dates now. So I'm going to have to maybe make those smaller, and maybe I'll do a different format. So I'll go to Format Cells, and I'll just go with a shorter date. See how that works. Smaller, there. Now we're getting most of them a little bit smaller. Okay, back to my chart. This starts on 7/19 and takes 3 weeks. And inspection takes, no, sorry, paint starts on the 9th. It only takes 2 days. And inspection takes 2 days. And then I'm done by the 12th. So I guess I'll put that bar there. So that kind of works. Now, some problems we run into are these guys took less than a week and I had to fill in a whole week. So it looks like all of this is concurrent when really it's not. I have to do my painting, then when the painting's done, I have to do the inspection. And then after the inspection's done, then we're finally finished. So those should be sequential, not concurrent. So that doesn't work very well. The other thing is changing things is a little bit, it gets a little bit messy because I have to just select cells and update the format. So it works. Let me I'll get rid of some of this, delete it, and maybe I'll put a border, I'll put a heavy border around the whole thing. And maybe I'll turn off all these grid lines. So we'll go to view, turn off the grid lines, and I might put a border under here. So where's bottom border? There we go. And I didn't want to do the whole row, so I'll just do bottom border there. So that's looking not too bad. It's a basic Gantt chart. It's real quick and easy to do, and you should be able to put one together pretty quickly. I could maybe put in today's date, make it look a little nicer. So today is June 27th. And that didn't fit. So maybe what I need to do is I'll select a few of these cells, merge them all together, and then that guy fits. Okay, so that's the first version of a Gantt chart. It's nothing fancy, easy to do, but it's not very sophisticated. In the next lecture, I'll go into a little bit more sophisticated type of chart. Okay, thanks for watching.